which I also own and love. We've got two of them. Do we have black and red today, Kyle? Do we have both? I have black and red only. More than half our quantity is gone, Chef.
Oh,
so
amazing.
tell us about this.
Well, here it is. I call it the shake and wake, but it's a kinetic thermometer. Doesn't require a battery, so all you do is give it a little shake. That'll wake it up.
Yep.
Right? That kinetic energy by that little shake actually is enough to give it about 2 minutes of life. So what you're going to do next is spin it around, pull that probe out. Now you can see I've printed all of the donenesses on the back here. I'm going to start with some oil because I'm going to do some deep frying here in my pan. I want it to be about 350. You never want it to be too hot. Oh, look at that, it's perfect. We're at 340. Now, if it was at 400, of course, I wouldn't dare to cook in it. So I'm going to pop my thing down, my thermometer down, and then I can go ahead.
Are those your shrimp?
These are my shrimp.
I've ordered those.
There's 300
They're
sets
delicious.
left.
They're also delicious in your air fryer, FYI. I love them in the air fryer.
So we're going to deep fry with those. By the way, the kinetic thermometer, you can also, look, I just pulled out a roast chicken. Again, give it a little shake just like that. That'll wake it up. And then go ahead and probe into the thickest part of that roast chicken. Now, with poultry, I can tell you, you need to cook it to about 160, 165. What are we at there? 153. Okay, it needs to go back in. This is the beauty of using the thermometer. How do we know what we need to cook it to? Because we roll it on over and we've printed it right here for you. So when it comes to poultry, you're looking for 165. We're at 153. Even though the chicken looks done, it's not quite. So it's a really important part of what we do when we cook, is we need to cook to the right temperature.
I use that all the time. I never cook a protein without using
Tracy,
the thermometer.
I'm going to ask you...
Because you can't tell from looking.
...to drop that back in the oven because it needs just a little bit longer. You can also, by the way, with Memorial Day around the corner, thanks Trace, with Memorial Day around the corner, think about all the fish and the chicken and the steak that you're going to be cooking. You can now cook it to your perfect
Final 200 in the salmon. Auto ship is sold out.
Okay, so you look at the salmon there, we're at 130. What's 130? Flick it on over. Medium rare. Now, if you like your salmon pink, you know that it's good to take off. So I take that off the stove, I drop it down on my trivet. It's going to continue cooking in the pan for a minute longer. Now, don't forget with that pan, a little drop of white wine. If you want to capture that steam, you guys, the great news is this pan's coming with a lid. So the pan's really, really busy as well.
All right, so the meat thermometer.
Kinetic thermometer.
I should have had like a coffee before I said. Meat thermometer is available for $24.95. Hey, guess what? We happen to have one of the stars of our streaming services here right now. So if you've ever seen the streaming services, we have lots of original programming, and Getting Grilled with Curtis Stone. I love watching this show. You've had a lot of comedians on the show.
Okay, so here's the official invitation.
Okay,
would you be one of my guests?
I'm waiting for that. Yes, I would love to be one of your guests.
We've had so
You've
many
had Fortune
guests.
Femster, it's Sebastian Maniscalco, way more famous than me, of course.
We had Joel McHale. You just saw
You had Joel
Nicole
McHale.
Brown.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And
so fun.
It's such a fun show.
I sit down with them and I literally grill them. I sit them in a chair. I give them some of my Four Stones wine.
Do you give them?
And I ask them lots and lots of hard-hitting questions. Then I take them in the kitchen.
I love it.
I cook whatever they want me to teach them how to cook, and then I make them challenge themselves. I say, what's the one thing you don't like eating? I get a producer to ask them before they arrive, and they say chicken livers, and I say, cool, well, it's my job to make chicken livers delicious. So I try and cook what they don't like and see whether I can turn them into something that they do like.
What a fun show. So you can go to plus.hsn